it's not really like a fuzz or an overdrive. It really is kind of that mechanical vroom vroom. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and you're looking mighty fine today. You look especially good. You got that spring glow about you, and yeah, I noticed. I'm here today with the Ranger FX flanger-x. I've done a few Ranger FX pedals, their delay and their reverb, and I'm really excited to try their flanger. They always have wild things going on in those pedals, and this is no exception. So let's go ahead and get into the controls. At the top there we have flange. That is the amount of flange. It seems to go all the way wet, as they say, to nothing. Rate goes from very slow, basically still, if not literally still, to very fast. And yeah, that's because it gets really fast. Below that, we have something called rocket. I'm going to wait to get into that because it's something you kind of have to hear to understand, in my opinion. Below that, we have volume. That's the volume of the pedal itself. And we have feedback down there. Wanted to make sure I was saying the right thing, but that's going to give you more resonance. That's going to give you that more of that kind of delay sound in a flanger, not delay trails, but that goes on within the effect itself. Below that, we have Igor, and Igor can be set to make the rate go really fast as possible. This is Igor. Say hi. So it can go really basically as fast as possible, or it can do a lot of the rocket sound. And over here on envelope, when it is not depressed, the rocket sound is controlled by the envelope by your picking. And if you depress that button, it's always on. So rocket, that's what you're all wondering about. That is the most interesting and unique thing about this pedal. What can I tell you? It makes a rocket noise. It sounds very much like the real thing. I believe it is digital though. And when it's envelope controlled, the low end is mostly filtered away to not get in the way of your picking. When it's always on, you're going to hear a lot of that. I want to thank Mass Distro and Ranger FX for sending me this in exchange for a demo. I generally forget to shout that at the beginning, even though I know I'm supposed to. And if you're interested in this pedal, I believe it is carried by Perfect Circuit. I'll put an affiliate link in the video description below. It would mean a lot to me if you clicked on that link. If you need any synthy things or some of those weirder boutique pedals. Let's get on with the business. I'm playing my weird G and L with the B bender. I will not be using the B bender today because I just won't. And yeah, I'm using the Benson Mixwave Chimera plugin with some reverb, and it sounds a little like this. Not playing this completely clean. I feel like there are other demos that do that very well, and I'm not the first on this drop, so gotta do something different, right? All right, let's try it just immediately. There's a lot of character added to your strumming. Once again, this is without and with. And yeah, that's with everything except for the volume down. So let's start to bleed in some of that flanger. Yeah, there we go. And you can see when I really crank the flanger, the little peak indicator goes off. It doesn't damage the pedal. It just means you're overdriving your signal. So I can turn that down a bit. Still very fuzzy. It's really cool that this is a pedal that can do that. So much more than a flanger. All right. Turn that back down and let's get the rate up. times when we think we want chorus, we actually want flanger, or that's what we're hearing. There are a lot of like 80s kind of songs, especially, where you think you're hearing chorus, you're actually hearing flanger. All right. Really crank that rate, and then I'll go back down. And as promised, that Igor makes the rate go all the way up. I am the kind of person who, with all modulation, I've said this before, I think you can either have a high rate and a low depth, or a low depth and a high rate, but both will make people seasick. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to go straight to feedback because I really like that element of this pedal. And you can get that kind of twangy stuff that way. So yeah. And, you know, maybe a little funky too. I actually do like that up quite a bit, and that might be controversial. All right, let's get into Rocket. That is a lot of the other pedals of Ranger that I've done. They have a gated feature, so this is new for me. So right now I have it on the envelope setting. You can kind of hear it in there. I can turn it up and you can hear it more. It's not really like a fuzz or an overdrive. It really is kind of that mechanical vroom vroom. Oops. Sorry, that's the envelope control. The Rocket can also always be on. I don't really love it. You know, I don't love the Rocket sound in just a normal playing setting, the always on Rocket sound, I should say, but I would imagine if you just you put that through like an oscillating delay, or even maybe in the effects chain of a delay like the Rubberneck, that'd be really fun to walk off stage to. So big respect for that. Like I mentioned, the Igor also does have two functions, and if we press it in, we can turn on the Rocket via expression. And I do genuinely think that is pretty cool. So let's just crank everything and then I'll give some final thoughts, eh? gosh, even when I'm trying to max everything, I still want like the rate to not be so high. All right, so final thoughts. Ranger Effects has again made a very weird and cool pedal that's still somehow very, very musical. I prefer a flanger on kind of the milder settings. I like a chorus plus almost. Though it's my understanding the way those two effects work are vastly different. They still give you that woozy on the ocean kind of movement, undulation, I think would be a good word to use there. And I really, really like the way this one sounds. Again, I love the smaller form factor on the Ranger Effects pedals because it takes the idea of a mini pedal and it really elevates it. Thank you again to Mass Distro and Ranger Effects for sending this my way. Again, please consider using the Perfect Circuit link in the affiliate description if you'd like to pick this or another Ranger Effects pedal up. I did split that infinitive. You can do that in English. Well, I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Keep giving off that vibe. You know the vibe, the good one. Check us out at patreon.com/getoffset. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to our exclusive Discord server. We have merch at getoffsetpodcast.com/shop. There are now at least 3 shirts with my dumb face in the world. If you want to make it 4, I applaud you. If you're watching the premiere, there's still time to drop a super chat, or you can say thanks below. No pressure. Times are tough. I get that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Like, comment, subscribe below. Till next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye. No, it actually wasn't me. I'm losing my mind. My neighbors are getting a new roof.